Oh, no, no worries. No worries. We'll get you going again. We'll find. They're talking about how out of shape they feel today, but we'll just take her easy and get you going. No problem. So find a nice seat. Please close your eyes and just tune into your breath. And there's a breath that's, I call it Darth Vader breath, where you breathe in and you don't open your mouth, but you just kind of let the air, when you exhale, come over the top of your tongue, and it kind of sounds like Darth Vader. So try it. Take a breath in, and it kind of comes through your nose and over the top of your tongue. Your tongue's down at the bottom. See if you can find that sound. We'll do a couple more rounds. And then let go of that breath and just come to a regular breath and check in yourself physically. There is a Sanskrit name for that breath, but I just call it Darth Vader breath. And then there's a quote from Henry Ford that I wanted to share with you. It goes something like this: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right. And sometimes we need to remember that if we don't go ahead and try things, we'll never know. If we're not afraid of failing or maybe learning, if you will. So think of a time in the recent past where you've not tried something because you thought, oh, I can't do that. And that's different than I don't want to do that. Totally different. It's just when you think to yourself, I can't do that. That's when you need to rethink if it's something you want to do. And please bring hands to heart center. May we all forge ahead and try those things that we want to try. If we fail, we learn something. And if we succeed, wow, that's a good feeling. There's grace in everything, no matter whether we're noticing or not. Please lower your hands, open your eyes. Just going to start by stretching our arms up. A good stretch going. And then bringing your palms down as you come to a T. And then take your right arm And from the shoulder, just kind of rotate the whole arm out so the palm ends up being up. And then take your left arm and do the opposite. So rotate it in, starting at the shoulder. And then just kind of stretch to the right side. And then come on up and switch. So think rotate both arms and stretch. And let's do that again. Rotate, stretch, and rotate, and stretch. Good. Come back to center. Turn both palms up. Stretch your arms up. Bring your right hand down, your left hand to your elbow. A little tricep stretch. And then again, maybe arc to your left. A little bit more intense stretch. And coming on up, stretch the arms up and switch. Feel that first. Make sure your armpits stay hollow. And then maybe arc to your right a little bit. Good. Come on back to center. Stretch both arms up. And then twist to your right. Bring your hands down just to support you. Where you feel stiff, where you need to loosen up a little bit, we'll get you going. And then stretching up, twist to the other side. And then coming back to center, stretch up, bring your arms forward, and just bring your right arm across your left and hug it with your, well, so you're just kind of getting a stretch on the outside, the deltoid. And then bringing your arms forward, switch, left arm across. If it doesn't go far enough to hook it, you can just use your hand. Good. And then stretch or shake your arms out. And stretch your legs long. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, you don't have to stretch them all the way. You can keep the knees bent. And I'm just going to have you reach back with your hands, kind of your fingers pointing out or towards you if your wrists will allow. And then here's what we're going to do. We're just going to lift our heart. Big stretch in the shoulders. Feel like the shoulder blades come together, but you're broadening the clavicles. If that feels good and you want more, you can even come down to your elbows and lift. Come on back up. Stretch your arms up and just fold forward. And coming on up. Transition to all fours. Just work through some cow and cat. More round. So whenever we're curving our spine, you want to lengthen first. So pause with a flat back and think nice and long. Extend just your right leg and just kind of make a big circle with your big toe. Loosen up your ankle. And then pause. See if you can feel really strong and add the left arm. And now we're going to, I can't get a, got a frog in my throat. So we're going to bend the right knee and bend the left elbow and then lift the foot and the hand up a little bit so it feels like cow pose. And then go the opposite direction and bring knee to elbow around a cat. And do that a couple more times. You can extend, think, lengthening, rounding, curving one way, and then the other. Just go slow like you're moving through quicksand. And then after that time, just bring everything down and sit back to a child's pose. Get off your hands for a moment. And then coming back up to all fours. Let's try that on the other side. So left leg extends. Make a circle with your ankle, big toe. Good. Add the right arm. Bend the knee and the elbow and think long. I'm going to lift like a cow pose. And then round, bring elbow to knee. Just do that 2 more times. It might feel different on this side. I don't know. Just feel strong in the core. That's where you need the strength. One more time. And then come on down. Throw your toes under and sit back on your heels if that works for your knees. And if it doesn't, you can always put your blanket right in there, which adds a little space. Yeah, feels better. Okay, now bring your arms up again. This time bend the elbows and you're just going to open your heart, broadening the clavicles, drawing shoulder blades together. And then go the opposite way. Think I'm widening the shoulder blades apart as I tuck my chin and bring forearm together. And just do that one more time. Don't let your low ribs pop out. You're just thinking that arc is even and long and tuck. Good. And then come forward. Just a little bit more of an ankle stretch. Stretch your feet long and sit back again wherever it feels like a, need my blanket. Just a little space behind the knee always helps knees that have issues. See, that's totally comfortable for me, whereas before I couldn't hardly stand it. Good, and then just reach back behind you and lift your heart again. And come forward. Come to all fours. And then come forward and lay on your belly for a moment. Stretch your feet long. Come up on elbows and forearms. For Sphinx pose, I want you to think, all right, same thing with the shoulders, long side body. And then I draw the shoulder blades back, but I broaden the clavicles and just lengthen my spine up through the top of my head. I'm not lifting my head, I'm just thinking of it as an extension of my spine. Should feel really good. Good. And then come on down, hands by your chest, and lift to cobra now. Same way, same feeling, broadening the clavicles, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, lengthening all the way, and lower down. Curl the toes and push up and back to downward facing dog. And just walk it out. And then walking your feet up to your hands. Come to a forward fold. If you need your blocks here, you can grab them. Uttanasana. Maybe walk your hands to the side, one way and the other. You have to bend a knee or keep knees bent. You're bending right at the hip crease. Good job, you guys. And then pause in the middle, and I want you to tuck your tail, bend your knees first, tuck your tail around your low back, around your middle back, as you slowly come up around your upper back and articulate up all the way to standing. Could stretch your arms up and bring your hands through heart center. We're going to do a couple balance poses. So if you want to go by a wall, you're more than welcome to. We're, we're going to do a little quad stretch. So standing on your right foot, just bring your left foot up and see if you can find the foot. And then think knee beside knee. And maybe extend the right arm up. Get a good quad stretch. And then release and switch. And low belly drawing up, lengthening up through the top of the head. Good, release. Okay, now we're gonna do this again, but I'm gonna turn sideways. It's called baby dancer pose. And it's really hard. So if you need the wall, please feel free. And I think it's best if you have the wall in front of you because you're going to do that. So it's the same thing we just did, only we're going to kick back and try and make a back bend. So I like to bring opposite hand forward. So think, let's see, I'll do it this way and then I'll be the same as you. Right arm forward. Think long side body, draw the head of the arm bone in the socket. And then just think I'm pressing in with that arm. And then I shift my weight to my right foot. And I'm going to turn my thumb up and grab my left foot with the thumb on top. And then I'm going to hug that foot into my hand. And then maybe kick it back and lean forward. Good. And come on down. Good job. Try the other side. So left arm, think everything hugs to the midline. Back thumb turns up as you grab the back foot. Hug everything to the midline. And then when you feel stable, maybe kick back. And it's not so much leaning forward as it is lengthening and curving the back. Oh, this is harder for me on this side with my bum knee. Just play with it. It's a super challenging pose. Although the ice skaters make it look easy, right? And come on out. I know. Can you imagine doing that and then twirling and actually grabbing it up above your head? So cool. It makes you really appreciate, though, what they are able to do. Okay, now grab your blocks just in case, and then come to the front of your mat. Stretch your arms up, and then turn the palms down as you bring them beside you, and then turn the palms back. I want you to think of those shoulder things we've been doing, and then pretend like you're pressing the air behind you together. Don't let your low ribs pop out. Just think bringing the shoulder blades together, broadening the clavicles. Maybe I can find my hands can interlace or not. It's okay if it doesn't. Now try and keep that as you bend your knees, fold forward. Maybe bring the arms with you. See how it feels. And then release your hands, bring your hands on the blocks, and step your right foot back to a deep lunge. If the toes are straight ahead, maybe lift and lower the heel a couple times. Big stretch. And then lower the back knee. Hugging to the midline, come upright, stretch your arms up. Anjane Asana. And again, I want you to think to yourself, okay, I'm going to lengthen first, and then maybe I can arc my back, open up, maybe even open your elbows, lift your heart. Stretch up again, hugging knee to heel, heel to knee, and touch down. Good. Bring a block on either side of your foot. Yeah, there you go. Lift the back knee and step forward, and we'll switch. Let's stretch out the other side. Left foot steps back. Lift and lower the heel a couple times. And then lower the back knee. Hug to the midline. See if you can come upright. Hips stay square to the front. Maybe stretch up. Lengthen first. And then think, I'm slowly going to arc back. Maybe bend the elbows, lift the heart. Done a lot of shoulder work. Does it feel the same? Stretch up And touch down. Good. Lift the back knee and step back. Downward dog on the blocks. Now you're going to lift the left leg. You're going to listen carefully. And we did this on our knees. Think I'm going to come forward like a plank and round my back as I bring knee to nose. And then maybe I can step that foot up and through to a deep lunge. If it doesn't make it all the way, just kind of help it up there. Good. And make sure it gets way up there. So I'm going to have you ground down your right foot and then come up to a warrior two. Gorgeous. Make sure that knee's tracking straight. And bring your right hand on your hip. Bring your left elbow to your knee. Turn towards the side wall there with your chest and your belly. Nice. Maybe right arm comes up. Maybe by your ear. And then reach towards the block with your right hand. Turn your right heel up. Voila, you're in. Deep lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. And walk it out. We're going to do that on the other side. So extend the right leg. Think round the back as you bring knee to nose, really, really round, and then step it through. So right foot stepping through this time. You guys have left foot. Switch. Right, yeah, right foot's forward. Laura, you're still backwards. There you go. Right and left are confusing today, I know. Ground the back foot down. It'll feel right once you come up to warrior two. And just kind of notice your connection to floor, even with that back foot. Tracking the right knee straight. And bringing left hand to the hip. Right forearm to the leg. Turning the belly and chest towards Sai and Herky over there. And left arm can come up and over by your ear, palm facing down if you'd like. And reach down, touch the left block, touch the right block, turn the heel up, and step forward this time, forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, fold forward. I'm going to have you step your left foot back to a deep lunge. Good. Ground that foot down. Keeping your right hand on the block, bring your left hand to your hip. And you can bring that block to a higher height if it needs to be. Good job, you guys. Turn your belly and chest again towards thigh and herky. Good. Now think long spine. I'm just gonna lift my hips up and back to straighten my left leg. Now you might have to go to that higher height. You might have to bring your hand to your shin and your knee. You decide. This is Trikonasana, triangle pose. Extend your left arm. Good. Feel your left armpit. See if you can hollow it out a little bit and turn your palm to the Cyan Herky. Good. Now bending into your front knee. Left block or left hand to the block. Bring the blocks and walk them to your left to the middle as you turn your right foot in. And you're in. Press hard to Tanasana. Just kind of enjoy that stretch for a moment. Let your neck lengthen and soften. And then come up on the blocks like a pranam. And then walk your blocks. Keep going to the left as you bring them. One to the outside of your left foot, one to the inside. Your right foot still stays grounded. Bring your right hand to your hip. Good. Turn towards Cyan Herky. Make sure your left knee's bent. Yeah. For that, extend your right arm. Now think, I might need to come to a higher position because I want my head to stay above that left foot. I want my shoulders on my back, but I'm going to lift my hips up and back and straighten the left leg. Trikonasana. Good. Bend into the front knee. Reach the right hand down to the block. Turn the right heel up. So now you're facing the back. And step forward. Forward fold. Couple breaths there. Inhale, pranam. I just wanted to look at you guys' butts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, stretch back up. And exhale, fold forward. Good. Step your right foot back. Ground the back foot down. Come up to warrior two. Getting easier, right? I have you going in circles, but beautiful, you guys. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, turn both feet towards Cyan Herky and extend your arms. So to the side, sorry. Good. This is star pose. Woohoo! Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, turn the right foot towards me and bend into your front knee, warrior two. And inhale, Oh, sweep down. You don't have your blocks. Sorry, turn the back heel up. And step forward, forward fold. And please step back to a downward facing dog. You can keep your blocks right there. And you'll see why in a minute. Your feet are kind of hip distance, but between the blocks. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale, stretch the feet long. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower. Curl the toes under and push back to all fours and just walk your hands back and come up so you're standing on your knees. And turn your blocks to the higher height right there. So they're right by your heels. And then I call this your butt hip. Bring your hands to your butt hip. So kind of on the back, so the fingers point down. And I'm just going to have you kind of press down so you can get that long side body. Draw the head of the arm bones back. Draw the scapula together and broaden your clavicles. Now feel really nice and tall here. And just like we've been doing, I want you to think lengthen first, and then maybe you can slowly find that arc, keep a long back of neck, and then maybe reach with one hand, see if the block is there, and then reach with the other hand, see if the block is there. If it doesn't feel like it's there, just keep your hands on your hips, open your heart, think length, and then lift the heart. And then just like you got there, lead with your heart. Put one hand on your butt hip, other hand on your butt hip, and come on up. How's that feel? Okay. No pinchy in the back. Okay, try a little bit. Okay, then don't push it. Yeah. I have I have issues with that too. Try stretching your toes long this time. We're going to do it one more time. And maybe you just do one hand, honey. Stretch that one up. Okay. So hands on the hips to start. I try not to push my hips forward too much. I want to keep a little hip crease here because if I scoop my tail too much, that'll cause my low back to pinch. So I have to think, okay, lengthen and then arc. Try not to scoop. Lift the heart. Find one block. Find the other block. If you're really feeling like, oh, this is easy, maybe bring hands to the heels. And then leading with the heart. Come on, back up. Grab your blocks, bring them back to the front, and go ahead and take a child's pose. And then come on up, hands to the blocks. And make sure your blocks are feeling stable. If you want to, you can even bring them to the lower height. I want you to feel stable and come up to downward facing dog. It's just wherever it works for you. I would not have them on the highest height though. Okay, we're just gonna engage a little wild dog. So extend your right leg. And I always have to put a little baby bend in my left knee. And then I bend my right knee. And I keep my shoulders fairly square to the front, but lift my right hip. So my right hip stacked on top of the left. And then so it's like you're opening your hips, but you're keeping the rest closed. It's a big twist. You can reach that right foot behind you if you want. And then square up your hips and come on down. That's a big pose. I couldn't see you because I was had my back to you, but let's do the other side. So extend the left leg, keep a baby bend in the right knee, bend the left knee. Think really strong core as you stack left hip on top of right. That's it. And reach. And square up your hips and come on down. Lower your knees. Move your blocks out of the way. Oh gosh. And in all fours, just bring your hands forward a little bit. I think this is going to feel good. You're going to just slide your left knee up behind your left wrist and maybe even wider. Nope, the other, you've got your right knee. That's fine. Put it behind your right. Yeah, there you go. And bring it as wide as you can because I want your hips to stay square to the front. That's it. Good, you guys. And then if this feels like a good stretch, your lower leg's kind of angled towards your right hip, so to speak. And then if you want more stretch, you can always walk your right knee back, but keep the hips square. What? Just feel that big stretch in the hip. Maybe you decide bend the right knee and reach back with the left hand and find the foot. Ooh, big quad stretch. Ooh, hug knees toward each other. That helps. And if you can't reach it, it's okay. Good release. Maybe lower to your elbows. Want it to feel like you're not just dumping into that hip, you're just stretching out your piriformis and all those muscles in your hip. And then you can come out however you can. Some people this is harder for. Just come up on your hands. I curl my right toes under and lift my right leg, and then I can step back to downward facing dog. And then I switch. Right knee to the outside of right wrist. Yeah. Foot angles in. Yeah. The wider you get it, the easier it is to keep the hips square. And don't just put all your weight into that hip. I want you to feel like you're hugging your knees towards each other. And if you liked that little quad stretch, you can bend the left knee, find the foot. If you don't like it and it's not accessible, see if you want more and you can lower to your elbows. Hugging the knees towards each other, keeping your right hip crease back. I always think right hip crease moves back and wide. And that gives me that good stretch there. This is called pigeon prep pose. And this is actually pigeon, the real pigeon, where you do this and then reach up and over. I'm not getting there today. Good. Unwind. Come to you know, however you can. Maybe downward facing dog, maybe all fours. And just walk it out. And then transition to your backs. I was going to do one more thing, but I don't think we have time. Hands by your hips, feet right under the knees, and just press down with your elbows a little bit so you can slide the shoulder blades underneath you. So it feels kind of like your heart's lifted. We're going to do Setu Bandha or bridge pose, but I just want you to focus on a really nice arc in your back for this variation. So think, I'm just going to lift my hips and then lift my heart. Pressing down with my arms. If you feel like you can kind of go back and forth on your shoulders and maybe get your hands so they can clasp underneath you. Feels really good. If your arms can stay long, that's possible. Good. And then release your hands and lower down to the mat. And then hug your knees in. It's always good to go the opposite direction of what you've been doing. Just kind of roll around, massage your low back. And I'm going to have you do Setu Bandha one more time. At this time, with the option of the hip opener along with it. So bringing your feet down right under your knees, bring your right ankle across the left thigh. And if you don't want to try this, just do the regular Setu Bandha. It's not that much different, but if you have tight hips, it's hard. So just flex your right foot. Keep that really strong. Press into your left foot and lift your hips and your heart. Pretend like there's a glass of water on your belly that you want to just keep steady. And maybe open the knee a little more. Good. Lower down. Lift the left foot up, reach inside and interlace behind the left thigh. A little bit more of a hip stretch. You can. I don't want you to round your back in this one though. I just want you to feel length. Good, and let's do that on the other side. Unwind, right foot down, left ankle across right thigh, hands by your hips, lift up, Setu Bandha. I always have to get my shoulder blades underneath. And then I can work on that opening of the hip, keeping that glass of water steady. And lower down. Good job, you guys. Unwind. Step your feet wide, your arms in T or cactus position. Or a few windshield wipers. And then next time the knees are up, bring the feet together. Let the knees open for Uttanasana or butterfly pose. You can bring your hands on your belly and just really relax. Allow, allow relaxation by just letting go with every exhale. And then please lift your knees and stretch out for Shavasana. You might want to cover up with your blanket because it's chilly in here today. If you want my help getting comfortable, let me know. Bend the knee, I'll help you. Yeah. And then start to focus on relaxing even deeper by allowing the floor to support you. Let the neck and shoulders relax because we worked on those a lot. Allow your hips, where that connects to your pelvis, all those muscles to let relax and let go now. Soften the bottoms of your feet. Notice if your jaw relaxes. As you continue to relax, I wanted to share a quote from the book The Zahir by Paulo Coelho. The energy that many people call love is, in fact, the raw material from which the universe was built. This energy cannot be manipulated. It leads us gently forwards. It contains all we have to learn in this life. Paulo Coelho is the one that wrote The Alchemist. It's a more famous book. I like to think of every time I inhale, I'm just drawing in some of this universal love into my body. And every time I exhale, maybe I share some of my love with the universe. So now just drawing in a deeper breath, full of that energy and letting it go completely. Just do a couple breaths like that. And then start to move and wiggle in small ways. Just take your time, drawing knees in, rolling to the right. Just rest there for a moment in fetal position. And please push on up to seated when you're ready. I always have you, you're supposed to, if you roll to your right and then push up with your hands, then it's a little easier on your back. I don't know. I don't know. Just sit quietly for a moment. Let the practice just kind of sink in. Feel the effect it's had on your body. Hopefully, good effect. I hope. And bring hands to heart center. Thank you so much for being with me, sharing your beautiful hearts with me. Namaste. Thanks, you guys. Kind of dark in here. All of a sudden, is it going to rain some more? Yeah, I think so.